Doing live? Hi, welcome
Hello,
to Copy with Mary.
welcome
So,
to Copy.
good evening. We will wait for 3 to 5 minutes. Then we will start our Copy with Mary 9 p.m. Some of them
Yeah,
ask me, yeah, some of them ask me that why so late? It's like uh, many of the especially housewife and they actually come back, then they need to prepare dinner, they need to prepare everything and so on. So at the end of the day, the relaxed time is actually 9 p.m. So we will wait for 3 to 5 minutes and we will start our channel Copy with Mary. And welcome, Beatrice. So we will continue with you. We will wait for a while.
yeah, sure. Really glad to be here. So why copy, Mary? You love to drink coffee, is it?
Because normally coffee with Mary, right? So Malaysia slang coffee. So
Yeah,
coffee with Mary.
it's actually very nice because it's very Malaysian style
Yeah,
and
Malaysian
local.
style. Yeah.
Mm, yeah,
So we will wait for a while. So
sure.
currently, we do have viewers coming in.
Okay, hope you all can help us to share the page in your Facebook so that you know we can reach out to more people.
Yeah, please kindly share. Share to your friends. Share to your family. You will know the history and the past of Beatrice and the future, what she want to do, her passion. Let me put some
Yeah,
music, then we will Welcome to Copy with Mary. Today we are very, very blessed to have Beatrice today here. So thank you for coming. Good evening, everybody. So this week on Copy with Mary, we go behind the scene and reveal the secret behind what is buzzing around with our next guest. If you ever on the fence whether to jump out of your comfort zone into the unknown, fearful territory, then you would not want to miss this exclusive interview. Miss Beatrice Lau needs no introduction, a multi-talented, multi-linguistic, and self-made entrepreneur who is creating a name for herself in the entrepreneur space. So without wasting more time, let's welcome Miss Beatrice. So, Miss Beatrice, maybe you can actually talk about how your young age, your young time, how it actually go to example to working for people, then become entrepreneur, then it's actually going towards your passion.
Sure, Mary. Thank you very much for inviting me to your Copy with Mary tonight, as you are also a very powerful edupreneur that people are looking up at. So, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining our chat today about passion. I'm Beatrice, or you can call me Mandy. Beatrice is my baptism name, and I'm from Johor and currently residing in Selangor. So just a little bit background about myself. I work as human resource executive after I have graduated. And then I got a transfer to marketing department and I moved out to pharmaceutical sales industry. I actually moved from being at the support team at the back end, doing human resource work, and then to frontline, performing marketing and sales, just to get higher pay with commission, because I wanted to buy like bigger car, a property, or raise my standard of living, but not knowing exactly what I really want in my life. So, in order to hit target and get commissions, sometimes I do have to beg for sales, and I have to entertain the customers or do things that I don't really feel like doing it. So along the way, the feeling is like I was like the little mouse on the spinning wheel. I was put there and then to a place that I was not belong to, and I was just performing my task, which is running on the wheel, like performing my daily routine, chasing for sales months after months. So soon, I actually got very exhausted and restless and out of direction. Then that was actually the time that I started to think about my life, like what I really want from my career, especially because I know that work is actually a big part of our lives. Yeah, Mary and the audience. And most of the time we spend around 8 to 9 hours working. So we really have to do something that we love and love the things that we do, isn't it? So I was actually searching, for things that career that would actually give fulfillment to me and something that I'm passionate about. So that's why 8 years ago I actually decided to jump out from my comfort zone, from the spinning wheel to an unknown territory. Yeah, because in pharmaceutical sales industry, it actually guarantees me good income with commission, good payouts, and then good benefits, and then with flexi working hours. I really have to let go of all those stuff and then hold on to something that I don't know really what will happen next. But I really thank God, it's God's grace that I've decided to, take up this education franchise business together with my husband. So you may ask, like, why franchise? It's because honestly speaking, I do not have any experience in operating a business or in education industry. So I find that by taking up a franchise with an established system and structure would be a better decision for me to learn and then to build my path on. So yeah, this is how VMware Puchong actually started.
Wow. Okay, friends, please share this link to your friends on FB Live right now with Beatrice, because everybody would like to know from working for people for how many years, Beatrice?
I think it's around, oh, it will reveal my age actually. So it's around
Age is
it's
just a
around
number, it's
15
okay.
years. It's around, yeah, because each field I actually give myself around 4 to 5 years, because actually initially the 2 years you couldn't learn much, you know. It was just, you're just like an apprentice trying to figure out the things. Then coming the third year, you start to go in depth on your career, on your job, and then only you will realize, is this something that you really want? Or is this something for you that suits you? Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you are really very daring. It's like working for people. Even though many of my friends, example, they are thinking to actually work for people, a comfort zone, earning quite a lot, and they step up for a while, and actually they went back. So
Mm.
why you have this fearless that dare to come up from a very comfortable income, and from there you dare to jump out to take a franchise.
Mm. Thank you for your question, Mary. I think first thing is being a Christian, my religion actually inspires me a lot. I think I pray a lot to God, and then God actually also helped me to discover my potential and my talents, and then how I grow from there. And then the other thing is that my character, I'm pretty persistent in something that I really want. So because it's okay to get rejected, it's okay to fail, it's okay to not being successful, but it's not okay to just give up. So if I really want something, I have to go on no matter what. I have to persist through. And then the other thing also, you know, my husband, he actually has not worked for people before. He's actually a born entrepreneur. And then he just started with his business, and then to go from there. And then of course along the way there are a lot of challenges and obstacles, but I see that he's very happy with his life, and then he enjoys the freedom, the free time that, you know, he gets to do things that he likes. So yeah, so sometimes I would talk to him about what happened in the company, what happened in my job, but he couldn't understand, you know, because sometimes I do complain about the jobs. Then he would just tell me, why don't you just stop complaining and get out from there? You know, then I was like, yeah, so why am I complaining? I should be taking the actions, you know, to jump out from the comfort zone and then to persist through. So once you're on that, I can tell you, I can guarantee you, entrepreneurship is really a rewarding journey, because it has actually made what I have become today. It just made me wanted to go more and more. It's just like, you know, you can't stop now. I believe that, Mary, you know that feelings very well. Once you have, you know, started something, you will want to start the second thing, the third thing. You will just go on and on, because it's so fulfilling, and then you get so much satisfaction of what you have worked on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the word is actually fulfilling. It's actually
Mm.
honestly, when we run business or as an entrepreneur, it's the fulfilling thing, that it's not how much you earn, it's not how much you make, it's when you achieve certain things, right? You will feel satisfaction that nothing can actually explain. So for you, I understand that Beatrice, you actually took a franchise, and this is about BM language, the first BM in Malaysia, first BM
Mm.
franchise in Malaysia. Maybe you can elaborate more.
Mm, yeah. Why I took up like Bahasa Malaysia, you know, it's a very niche market. And I would like to say thank you to my parents first, because they actually sent me to primary Chinese medium school, and then secondary to convent, where I actually picked up Bahasa and also English. So languages are actually my stronghold, and I want to do something that I'm good at. So that's why I go into education field, and I really love kids. I just love, you know, being around with them, their cheerfulness, their joy, their happiness, their innocent face. You know, it just made my day, and I feel very, very happy, and I have a lot of joy. So one thing is the language, and for BM Word is actually the first and only specialized Bahasa Malaysia center in Malaysia. And I realized that actually many kids, right, dislike Bahasa. They hate Bahasa. And not only Chinese family kids, yeah, there are other races as well. Even they are very lacking in environment to use the language. So Bahasa is like an alien language to them, something that they do not understand. They do not know what is this. They do not want to build a relationship with this language itself. Like currently, a lot of Malay families, right, they actually use English as a speaking medium. So the children, they do not have the environment to use the language. Therefore, we wanted so much to help these kids to develop a different, completely different perspective. It's like 360 degrees turned towards Bahasa Melayu. We want them to enjoy, have fun, while learning BM. We want them to feel that BM is very easy. It's a friend. It's a language that you can just build and develop relationship with BM. And then I'm actually quite sad because many parents tell their children that Bahasa Melayu is not important. Something that you wouldn't use it anyway when you come out to the society. Actually, it's not true, yeah? Actually, like languages opens up a lot of opportunities for me. And being a Malaysian, we can say that we love Malaysia, but then we hate Bahasa Melayu. So what is this? The national language is very important to foster the unity among different races. And I'm really glad that all our teachers are Malay teachers. We are working in a very peaceful and harmonious environment with the teachers. And we are just like a family. We respect one another. We speak different languages, And then, so that's why we started Bahasa Melayu Center. And the journey is really fulfilling in the sense of I would like to share with you all the real testimonials of our students. For example, we do have a student who came to us 6 months before his UPSL exam a few years ago. He was like looking down at the floor, no confidence. He said that he's very poor in study. So he came to us and then we helped him and tried our best to develop the interest in him. So amazingly, in UPSL, he's got 1B in penulisan. All this while he was failing this subject. 1B in penulisan and 1C in pemahaman. It's actually a very good achievement for him with just 6 months. So he got into a very good kebangsaan school and then he followed us until now, SPM. He just took SPM and then he passed with flying colors as well. So he said, thank you very much, teacher. Thank you for helping me to develop the interest. So this is the fulfillment, Mary, that you mentioned just now. And then we have a lot of kids that followed us 8 years ago, when we first started. They were like 5 years old. And then we see them grow, from 5 years kindergarten to primary to secondary, grown up to become a very charming, a very beautiful teenager. So you just very happy because you are able to partake in their education, in their learning journey, and see them grow. So these are all the fulfillments, I would say, that actually make me wanted to stay in education as my long life career and as something that I want and I'm passionate about.
Wow. Okay, very, very powerful. Actually, honestly, primary, I all the way feel my BM. So all the way I feel primary. Yeah, when because last time generation, I actually can go into remove. Oh no, I need to go to remove because it's from Chinese school to secondary. So actually, when I did my sejarah, 10 question, you know what did I score? Because my BM all the way fail, right? So I actually score 0. Actually, it's really demotivated. It's really demotivated because in Chinese school, it's only one subject, BM. So honestly, BM definitely is important. Of course, after that, then drilling, pushing, and so on. So it's okay. I pass all my BM when in secondary school.
Yeah,
So
what you have become now.
yeah, I think the main thing is that it's very important not only BM language, but it's also when the students feeling the BM or whatever language, they actually develop the confidence. They will feel that even though I feel my BM, but I can actually now I'm confident that I can do well. So I think the confidence side, I think this student most probably he will be doing well on other subjects also because of the confidence. He know that he feel, but now he succeed to even though pass, even though score a B. Okay,
Yes, you are
so
right.
yeah, yeah. So
Then I also
Beatrice,
really,
yeah,
yeah.
I will call you Mandy. So for me, pronunciation Beatrice is a little bit difficult. So I will call you Mandy Ishma because all the while this is your Christian name. Huh? So I will call you Mandy easier. So the main thing is that for you as a entrepreneur right now, and you are actually running a BM centers, uh, what is the biggest challenge for you in business world?
Mm. Yeah, I would say the first 2 years was not easy for me because I was actually juggling between my fixed job, the pharmaceutical job, and also I started up this business. And the thing is, I have to like manage two jobs at the same time. For example, that I had my daily office hour job. So then after I've completed my job evening, I would actually rush to my center in Puchong. Sometimes I caught in the jam, yeah, and I would be there until around 9 or 10 o'clock at night because tuition centers we run classes from afternoon until at night, and a lot of time you will see me very very busy. I'm always rushing and on the go. I don't really have the free time to enjoy, to sit down with my colleagues, to have cups of coffee, to chit chat. I have to sacrifice the time. Yeah, so sometimes I believe that my ex-colleagues would think that, why are you so busy? Are you pretending to be busy and things like that? Actually, it's not. It's just that a lot of things in my mind. And sometimes because when just started, we were so particular about the customers, the parents, because we need the students to grow the business. So it would be like during lunch hour, I still remember, I received a call from a parent, then I would just rush from Ampang to Puchong in order just to talk to the parent and then to close the sales to get the students. So I was towards that commitment. And then after that, rush back to Bangsa or to Cheras to continue to perform my duty. And then most of the Saturdays, some people are resting, but we are working because Saturday is our busiest day. So I didn't get to enjoy a lot of rest. So that's why it actually made my my temperament also not very good because a lot of stress, when the startup, because beginning is always the hardest. But and then my husband, he's also an electrical engineer. Then he has his job to perform, and then we were handling the operations and marketing of this business together. So because of the temperament and we have disagreements, conflicts, or arguments, so it does affect our relationship. But I would thank God, praise God, because of God's grace, it helps us through. So we tend to understand each other so much better. We know about each other's strengths and weaknesses. We look at the strength more, and we learn how to be patient and to tolerate each other's behavior. And once we know that we have different strengths, we'll say, okay, I in charge of this and this, and you, my husband, in charge of this. So we don't interfere much, but we can actually work closely and compensate one another. So all this while, my husband is very supportive. Also, thank you for his support. He always support what I want to do and my dreams. Yeah. So this is actually one of the challenge that when first starting, but after the 2 years initial period, the third year, things start to stable down. And I still remember we started off with doing this BM holiday camp, and we were able to recruit 8 students, from the camp to join our normal classes. So it was so happy because we get to teach the students, and then it grows, to 20 to 40 to 60 to 80, doubles up, and then it's still growing until today. So so this is the sacrifice, the effort that has been made, but we are reaping the rewards, that we have sown. So it just pays off. Then I would say that the entrepreneur journey, why I say that it's really rewarding, because it also helps to shape my character, develop my character. We can actually talk about that later. And then the second challenges is that when we started this business, always there will be a lot of noises, around me saying that, "Hiya, why you want to give up your permanent job? It's such a good pay job, Uh, pharmaceutical is a lucrative industry. You want to get out, people want to go in, And then, wow, you have to start off with so much capital. You're not scared. People will ask like that. And then they will say that, this business can do or not? You sure? If you don't get any students, then how? Are you going to go back to your job? Or how? And then bobina, things like that. So, yeah, so that's why circle of friends and the family is very important. I'm glad that my family also support me in doing what I want to do, and then the thing is, I just have to be very focused and pray to God. Is this the path that you want me to go? If it is, so I will go with your will. And I have to listen to my little heart inside that, I really want to do it. So I have to do it because I do not want to live in regrets. Like some years later, I would actually regret that why I didn't start, that time. Why am I waiting? What am I waiting? So if I have done that, so I do not want to have all these questions. I do not want to have regrets. So that's why I insist and then to start on, with the business. Yes.
Wow, two challenges. So honestly, long hours. Many people tends to come in and actually start business, and they thought that okay, got freedom, got this. Actually, honestly, when you start to run a business, you will be much more busier. And most of the entrepreneur, they will not only work for 8 hours, but 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours. Even though at night they are trying to strategize, they get up early to think how to move forward and so on. It's really not easy. Actually, many people see the beauty side of it, but it's actually very good. Miss Mandy, you actually say how is the struggle, especially the early time. If you want to move to another stage, you will need to move another level, and maybe to struggle again, long hours and so on. So okay, and I really the second challenge is actually friends. I really believe that friends, actually one of the my friend or consider indirectly, I see her as a mentor. She every time say this, Miss Jenny say, show me your friends and I will show you your future. So around you 5 friends, where is their level, you will be one of them. So if you are mixing with billionaire, billionaire will not mix with millionaire, and millionaire will not mix with thousandaire. Mindset different, the aim is actually different. So I really love this sentence. Show me your friends and I will show you your future. Thanks, Miss Jenny. Okay. So and time definitely will not wait. I really like example, you just blink your eyes. It's after 5 years already. Just honestly, now it's actually example last year pandemic March. Nobody would think that it's actually 1 year plus already. Nobody would think about that. Honestly, now it's already in the month of July. It's 1 year, 4 months. It's actually 1 year's 4 months. So, Miss Mandy, I would like to ask you, when we are talking about pandemic, right? So, how's your business during this pandemic? So, how it affect your business actually?
Thank you very much, Mary, for asking this question because I forgot about the pandemic as the third challenge. Challenges. Yeah, because last year pandemic, we didn't expect, of course, the things comes in March, you see. So we were all this while operating in physical center. So our teachers actually teach in the center and the students come, we will arrange them to classes and then 2 hours, then bye-bye, there goes the classes, Then when government sent out the notice saying that we are not essential, so we cannot open up physically, then we were thinking, oh, okay, so it means that we have to go online now. And our teachers are not tech savvy, I would say, and we do not have any experience teaching online, not at all. So until the pandemic forces us to go online, and people see pandemic as threats, but we actually gain a lot of opportunities from this pandemic time as well. Why did I say so? Because we actually took 1 week after government announcement to discuss with my team, to set up, to learn about different platforms, to learn about Zoom, WebEx, and then Google Meet to choose within them, and then the modules, Google Classroom, and then the most important thing is how to teach interestingly and creatively online. That's something that we have to switch into, and how to engage the students, interact with them, gain their attention, because BM World is all about fun learning. Without fun, it loses the spirit. So we want so much that the kids, even though during pandemic, that time actually we know that it wouldn't be a short-term temporary thing. It would be something that takes some time, but we didn't expect that it drags until so long. So we want to maintain the class to be beneficial to them, because even online we cannot see them. We want them to feel us as well. So we are very blessed to have such a good team, strong, passionate, and dedicated, just within 1 week to work on this stuff. And then we switch all the physical classes into online. And I would say because of this fast decision and swift switching, we were able to maintain our physical students, and then we continue to develop our teaching skill using different tools and things, to engage them. So when the kids come into our classes, they must on their camera, cannot tutup one, no tutup camera. They must on their mic, because we want to talk to them. We want to engage with them, and we still continue to give them the environment to speak in BM, because I believe pandemic, they cannot go out to see the makcik-makcik, and they cannot go and buy nasi lemak and speak BM, So that's why here we have to actually provide them the environment to use the language itself. And then also because of switching into online, we were able to open up another online platform, which we have never seriously thought about this before. We were just focused on physical classes. Who knows that we can go online? Then we started by parents' word of mouth, because parents, we're really very thankful to the parents that are staying with us for such a long time. And then they recommend their friends, searching, looking for online BM classes, different places. So currently we actually had students from Ipoh, from Penang, from Terengganu to join our permanent online classes. And we have actually doing well, and we recruited like newly 65 new online students, which actually we find that it's a lot of blessings for us. And we are so pleased and glad that we can continue to be in the learning journey with all the kids. So I urge you, if you have family or you have friends or relatives that they have children that are losing interest, losing focus, online learning sessions, their BM results is dropping. They dislike BM. They find that BM is boring. They find that BM is hard to learn. Please come to us. Please seek us, so that we can actually help them, because we wanted the children so much to help them that they don't stop learning. Even it's during pandemic, learning can never stop, and we want them to be happy and continue to have joy while in online classes. Yes, Mary.
Wow. Okay. 65 students, and now it's not say borderless, but now in Malaysia it's stateless. Stateless means no diaspora, no negeri. So it's very true. Actually, we can actually do the business of the whole Malaysia, but of course, world we can't because of the time zone, and do not know that whether countries that want to learn BM or not. We actually, to be honest, foreigners who really come in and actually they learn BM, they learn faster than Malaysian. And
Yes.
BM, what I know that is actually the easiest language in the world. So it's like within 2 to 3 months they actually know. So like example for you guys now, especially now pandemic and EMCO in Selangor. So I understand that you are actually having certain passion during your busy time, and maybe you can actually tell us what you are doing.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. Yes, it's just like you can see, I have actually this Busy Bee channel. Why put busy bee? Because I'm always busy doing a lot of things. This was not me. Last time I used to be very relaxing and things like that. I want to enjoy free time. But now I just becoming very, very busy with all the things that I want to do. It's actually passion that drives me one thing. Because last time I was thinking, what is the fulfillment? Yeah. The fulfillment is when you realize that things that you do, it has a direct impact on someone's life. So that's where you get the fulfillment. So when in sorry, I talk about education first. Okay, because so much passion on it. So when we directly can impact the students' life, their results, their learning journey, then the fulfillment, the satisfaction actually comes automatically, which I didn't get in my previous jobs or career. So that's why I'm saying that passion basically is having a very strong desire, loving what you do and doing what you love. So during MCO period, it's also God's blessing that I just, I need to cook and I start to bake because I have a lot of free time apart from jaga the online learning at home. So I have actually a lot of time to think about what I want to do next, and then I cook and I bake to provide for my family. Actually, God just suddenly gave me these gifts to be able to cook and to be able to bake, because the last time my mom is actually a good cook. I just watch her and assist her. I don't really go into 炸 wok tan and then to go and fry things. I don't do that. So God gave me the gift. So and I start to develop passion in baking, especially. So I have actually came up with this YouTube Busy Bee channel. For those of you who enjoy doing baking, cooking, please go and like and subscribe my channel so we can actually do more sharing. And baking is also all about love. Yeah, you need to bake with love, then your things will come out nice. And then it's sort of creation, develops your creativity, and it helps you to release stress. So if can, let us learn all the recipes, all the things together. So Busy Bee is my another passion. And if you all can see this one, it's actually Busy Bee premium chocolate chip walnut cookies, where me and my husband, we actually spend a lot of time, yeah, to look at the recipes. What is the best recipes for these chocolate chip cookies, because it's 100% homemade, 100% freshly brewed coffee, yeah, a shot of espresso inside, because my husband is a very good barista. So he actually brewed the coffee himself, and then we tested different kind of texture, flour texture. The butter, we are using premium butter, and then also we are using premium walnuts as well. Everything good. And just for y'all to just for us, the cookies lovers to actually enjoy the quality stuff, and then to make it as a snacks, especially when you're watching Netflix. This one actually can substitute all your potato chips because it's very good. Once you start, you can actually never let go with the rest. So while starting baking and things like that, friends and families will start to inquire about this chocolate chip cookies. So that's why I will bake, yeah, more cookies. Yes, Mary?
So are you selling the cookies?
We don't
So
do
are
it.
you selling the cookies?
We don't receive like high volume. It's more for like friends and family, because this one we spend a lot of time to bake it, because we really want everyone to enjoy and have the quality, and we want to spread the love of baking to you. And yes, we start to take in orders. If let's say you would like to order and support these chocolate chip cookies, and then it's also 5 ringgit, we will go to charity donation. So it's also part of the drive. So we are selling now at actually 39 ringgit, yeah, not including delivery, for 200 gram. And then we will actually package it nicely. And then you can also request for special notes to give to your friends and to your family. Yeah.
Wow. Actually, I love cookies. Actually, I got some from Miss Mandy. So and how you say it actually is so premium. Everything is actually from the heart. and so detailed. So honestly, food come from love. When you bake, when you cook, and the passion. Normally, people who love to cook, the food automatically will be very nice because the love is there. When you're angry, you are frustrated, so you will, whatever you taste also it will not be nice because of the anger in it. But all these cookies is all about the love, the time, the commitment, the premium items. And when you talk about it, it's like you are in love with the cookies already.
Yes, exactly. Because being a baker, right, you have to really look into the details, follow the steps, and then the measurements and things like that. Because you can't go wrong with that. It will turn out differently. And then sometimes you just wonder, so spend really a lot of hours, doing baking and things like that, sweat, then get so restless and exhausted. But once you taste the cookies, your products, the satisfaction automatically, fulfill, and then all the tiredness, all the exhaustion will just automatically hilang because it actually helps to nourish your soul. And then by having all these sweet desserts, it just bring you a lot of happiness and joy. So yeah, that's why, yeah, I really love this.
So normally when you do cookies, what I see, because I do not know how to cook. So even though now buying a packet, curry and so on, I will just put hot water and boil it and so on. So normally when you do cookies, so the duration will be how long?
Actually, cookies is when you are preparing the ingredients, and then the butter itself, we have to look at the temperature and then the melting process and things like that. So that part actually takes quite long time. But it's just that when baking that time, it would say 10 minutes can go in, then you have to come out, then you have to put the different batches, and then you have to pack it, leave it cool and things like that. So the whole process, it actually takes around 2 to 3 hours, then plus washing, cleaning up your stuff. And then for cookies, it's different. Cookies, sometimes if you make a lot, you can actually bake from morning until afternoon. Yeah, because if you have a lot, because you have to pop in the oven and then you have to take it out to cool and then let it set already. Then you put inside the containers and things like that. Then you go for another batches. Then you have to leave it inside the fridge, shape it, and then put it inside the fridge. Yeah. So for 1 hour at least waiting period. So a lot of all this tedious and tiny process. So sometimes people will say, "Hey, baking." Sometimes people sell at different prices or selling at higher prices or things like that. But it actually very much into the ingredients that you choose. You can actually choose a cheaper butter, but the taste is completely different because a premium butter, the caramelized butter will actually stay in your mouth, after you have actually wall up the whole cookie. But the fragrance of it will still stay in your mouth. So that's why we use premium, although it's a little bit more expensive. But sometimes we need to pamper ourselves to enjoy as well things. Yeah. So yeah,
You
that's why.
make my saliva one dripping already. I think that the passion of doing cookies, the passion that what you are doing, and even though, like example, when you are talking about the BM world, the cookies is so much of love, so much of heart. So it's really amazing. It's not everybody, like examples, when they start the business and so on as an entrepreneur, they one thing is actually to make money. Example. So and another thing doing cookies, another thing is that I sell because I want to make money. So for you, it's like everything is about love, about heart, and every detail that you are actually saying is really amazing. It's really making me my saliva also actually is going to drip out. I need to eat something later on after this section. Okay. So like example, ho- I understand that you love cooking. Like example, how many times you actually try and error to actually to correct and to improve it your cookies?
My cookies are, yeah, I think cookies is, we tried many times because we have to use experiment different flours, different temperature and things like that. I don't know how many times, maybe 30, 40 times, selecting the right ingredients. And then you have to always start, and then you can improve. If you don't start, if you don't do it, you don't bake often, then you wouldn't know how to tune it or how to go for higher level. So it's always like that. In business, it's also the same. You have to just start from even though it's a very small thing, once you start, then you are in it, then you will realize how you can go further, how you can improve, how you can discover your own potential. So a small steps is it will lead to a giant leaps. So that's very true. That's why, and like Mary, you are also a very actionist, I would say.
Action, not action.
Everything you want to do, you will just start and go, like Copy with Mary, and then we have upcoming like Market with Mary. Yeah, it's actually the power that drives you. But for me, I'm a bit different from you because I prefer going into step by step manner. So I will do things like step one. After I get step one, I'm comfortable, I'm confident. Then only I'll go to step two, and then step three. Although the process may take a little bit longer, the time itself, but I'm comfortable with it. And whenever I do something, I want to give the best. I want to try to give the best. So yeah, that's why the different
Yeah.
characters. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think I think everybody do in a different way, and everybody have their strength. You have your strength, everything very detailed, and one level to another. I'm more on execution,
Mm,
focus. So
mm,
execute because we need to start first. Only we know what is the challenges. Like example, when we do Copy with Mary, of course, when start at time, I do have fear, but we need to overcome that fear to actually
mm,
really stand in front or in front of the camera and actually start talking and so on. And I believe that everything will improve. So
mm,
today is actually the second episode. So
mm.
I feel that I'm improving. That like my hubby is very supportive, saying that, "Oh, okay, it's okay. You are improving. Be yourself." So when you be yourself, I will be laughing like nobody business. Okay. So example, except cookies, what other things that is your passion to do it?
I'm actually recently also developing and working on another project which is also related to education. So my passion is actually quite clear. I have my passion in education, baking and cooking, and also in sports. I love to exercise as well, so it's very important to exercise. So my passion will be, dwelling in between these few areas. Yeah, these three areas. Yeah. So when there's some further information about the project that I'm doing, then I will come to Copy with Mary again to share with you and share with all as well. Yeah, so that's the spirit of entrepreneurship. You just want to create more. You see, Mary, from franchise, I actually learned the skills and then the knowledge on how to operate the business because I was not confident about running a business until I equip myself, I develop myself, then I will move to another platform where I want to start to have things on my own. Like this Busy Bee cookies is actually handmade, is something like from my own. So yeah, and together with my husband, of course, we work on it. And then I just wish to create more things that will actually help to change lives. Yeah.
Okay, I understand that you got a video because I actually view your video on YouTube, right? So
Uh,
can we share your video here?
yeah, sure. Thanks for sharing
Okay.
my video. Surprise.
So can we share here? Uh, y- y- Wow. I think all the cute one is so detailed. The plate, the yellow plate with the bee. So make me very hungry. Yeah, supposed to be tea time right now, and really drink coffee with cakes and cookies.
But the
So
wonder about baking and cooking is also creativity. Yeah, is that you can play around with a lot of stuff, and then you can just be creative when you are taking the videos, you are editing the videos, and then having fun, doing it. Yeah.
it's really amazing. It's like, wow, I saw that video. It's like, wow, why so cute one? Why got bee one? But bee, busy bee, then yellow color and so on. Why do you choose actually busy bee?
Just now I did mention that because I find that in my life now it's pretty much tied up, and then I'm actually quite busy. Like when I wake up in the morning, although I'm not an early person, and the other thing I want to stress is freedom is very expensive. So when I started my own business, I actually start to enjoy so much freedom, especially on time itself, because freedom cannot buy. So while you're working for people, most of the time you are actually tied up with things. For example, like I'm not an early person. Okay, so last time I used to force myself to wake up very early in the morning, 7 o'clock, stuck in the jam, but I was still late, in office. But then once I wake up, I'm very productive throughout the day. But I really thank God that I can enjoy such freedom now, that I can wake up at my time, although it's actually not very late, and I still wakes up around 8:30, and I can actually start planning my own things. I can like, okay, first what I want to do, I will do a list like what I want to complete for the day, and then I go for preparations of my cooking materials or things like that. Maybe if I'm cooking that day, and then I will come back to look at the online classes, things like that. Then I will develop things that I want to create. So things are packed in a day. So sometimes we were saying that, wow, I'm more busy than before, because you start to have a lot of ideas, you start to have a lot of creativities, a lot of things that you want to do. So time isn't enough. Yeah. But you just feel like you just feel happy lah, and joy to get to do what you want to do. And then I really want to appreciate these moments. And then for all of you who are tuning in, if let's say you're looking to step out from your comfort zone, actually I strongly encourage you to take the small steps, whether it is small or whether it is big. It is actually, some may say it's pandemic, why are you talking about passion? People has no food on the table. But I would say that you cannot wait for things to get better. Only you start doing things that you want. So right now is actually the best time for us to develop ourselves, to upskill, to reskill, to find our own value in the market and prepared. And then once the market is going into normal, we can actually create wonderful, amazing stuff, and then you will just enjoy the process itself. Are we having some? I cannot hear you, Mary.
Okay, sorry. Okay, very supportive relationship. Some of the feedback on the comment, we will look through the comment first, because we are is right now is actually at, oh, okay. So okay, you see, they say very supportive. Sok Ling say tips. Okay, Jonathan asked this question: tips for couple working in the same business together.
Oh,
So because he actually heard you that saying that, oh, very good relationship and so on, and so tips for them.
we struggle, like I mentioned, we do struggle, we do argue. Yeah, and men are exactly from Mars and women are from Venus. We are completely different world. And then sometimes you just don't understand why men is like that and then why woman is like that. So but I think we always put God at the center of our marriage and in our relationship. So anything we will pray, we will seek for God's advice and counsel. And then most importantly, we need to have love, continue to develop love for each other, and then have a lot of passions, have patience, have a lot of tolerance, and then learn to see each other's strength, because we do not want to put down ourselves, but we want to lift up together, because husband and wife supposed to compensate each other, because we are the missing piece from the husband, the bones itself, like in Genesis. So yeah, so we are actually meant to compensate one another and work together. Yeah, so this is also the journey that I learned through.
Yeah. Noor Aniza say cooking can release stress. Is it true?
Yeah, yes, it's true. When you are doing the sometimes if you make bread or what, you have to guli the tepung, right? Or you have to do something on your hand. So it actually helps you to release the stress if you are doing it hand with your hand now, with handmade. And then when you are decorating, it actually helps to take away stress from you as well. So it's highly encouraged, because this lockdown, I know a lot of people are having like some not very stable with the mental. So sometimes we just have to find ways to release stress. Yep.
Okay. Aniza asks, how much if want to buy? Just now I think you mentioned is 39 ringgit, right?
Yeah, today we can put up a special offer here, because it's also we are going for Market with Mary this Saturday for charity purpose as well. So whoever wants to put in order now, we can actually give like extra 50 grams to you as a token of appreciation and thank you for supporting our biscuit, Busy Bee Premium Chocolate Chip Biscuit. I hope it actually helped to make your day, and then help to bring a lot of joy and happiness to you while you are having it.
So a lot
Yeah,
of love when you get it, and with a ribbon. So you tie it so nicely, so beautifully, actually.
yeah.
So okay, then okay, Julie say that you got very supportive husband.
Mm. Yes, but we got married actually 2 years ago, just right before the pandemic. Yeah, and then lockdown, and then we were actually sort of trapped inside the house, after the marriage. Then we cannot go anywhere. Even the honeymoon, we have to actually postpone it. So also we find it hard at first to because we stick together, so a lot of behaviors and things that we have to accommodate and we have to tolerate, but things you just have to work out and believe that it will get better and better. You just have to believe that. And yeah, of course, prayers helps. And then, yeah, from there, we actually learn about each other better. And and my husband, I believe that he understands me better, and I also know him better. So I start to see that he has a lot of creativity and strengths while working on certain project together. Yeah.
Okay, Julie, love your chocolate Teresa cakes and cookies. So
Thank you, Julie.
she also asks you what is a piece of advice you can give to inspire them to deal into this pandemic by busy ourselves into baking and cookies. Cook
Cookies.
chukus.
Okay. I think Julie is referring to gel into by Busy Yourself. But there are, I have the YouTube channel Busy Bee. You can go and subscribe and follow. And then I actually make it into very very simple steps and creative ideas. To guide on each step. How do you do burnt cheesecake? How do you do cookies and things like that? So we actually can learn together. We also try to experiment, and I was also learning from videos and learning from articles and everything. So I just make it like simple ways for you to follow. So if you are free at home and then you wanted to do something, so just go and check out the videos, click it on, follow the recipe, purchase the ingredients online, and then you can actually enjoy, yeah, the products, your handmade, I would say.
So if Aniza say that if she want to buy, right, how can she contact you?
Basically you just PM here, and then I think we'll get someone to talk to you after this. Yeah, we'll let you know after this. You just need to send a message here that you want to order how many bottles. Then we will actually approach you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want one. One plus one. My son, I tell you, when I put outside, eventually he will complete everything. He will be eating and eating and eating. You gave me a box, right? So it's like, okay, now I said that I need to eat, I need to show and so on. I said that because it's delicious, right? When you are talking about, I'm trying to take and want to eat one piece. No, just now actually, I'm trying to control myself.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So honestly, from the journey of so many years from working for people for many, many years, and to run a business for 8 years, 8, 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now doing the things that while you are running your business, you have the freedom to run, to do the passion things that, like example, doing cooking, doing cakes, and so on. So it's like a journey for you, and can see you actually very, very happy, honestly, when you are talking about the cakes. And it's like, okay, every detail, everything is like the love. And do you feel that? Do you feel that everything happened with a reason?
Yeah, I believe in everything. God has purpose lah for every one of us. And I know that this is the purpose for me that He wants me to do. Sometimes we just have to live abundantly and then, yeah, balance it up everything, not only career, our family and also our hobbies, our passion, our social life circle. I'm still learning to balance up, all this stuff. And I'm still learning how to be more giving, more more generous in the things that I do to help more people, and things that at the other stage that I'm moving into. So yeah, so with the free time, I can actually uh, have more time to think about what I can do next. And the other thing, just to share with you, Mary, like, last time I used to be very lack of self-confidence, and then I would say I'm pretty negative, and also I was like quite an introvert person, and not sure about what I want, indecisive and things like that, a lot of worries. But I think along the way, I actually thank God that I took up the step, that time to step out from the comfort zone, because it actually giving me that kind of very healthy stress for me to grow, and then for me to break up my shell that is covering me all the time. So along the way, I actually developed skills to talk, communication, to talk to parents, to talk to people, and then to get my point and my message delivered. And I also learning to become a better leader along the way, pick up the necessary skills and equipment so that I can actually hold my team very strong, and then get them to move very far. Because education, we know that the further that we are in the industry, it is the better. We can go for another 10 years, another 20 years, and yeah. So so all these are actually priceless, because it helps to develop my character to become more confident, more positive, more daring. Now I'm actually so willing to try new stuff, that I always remind myself that it's okay if people reject you. It's okay if you fail. Everybody fails in certain ways. It's okay if you are not successful yet. You will. And just don't give up. Just don't give up. Whatever you do, persist through, hold on to it, and then you will see the result. Yeah.
Yeah, today topic actually is pursue your passion.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is all about your passion, your love towards education, your love towards the baking, and so on. So for last word, for the audience, what do you want to share?
I would say that it's never too late to start anything that you want to do. So use this period of time to really think deep on what you want with your life, and then it's very good that if we can support and share with each other. In this entrepreneurship journey, we just need to motivate and give encouragement, and then support one another. And yeah, never let go of your dreams, and never give up. Mm.
Yeah, I think honestly, seeing you now being very confident, honestly, if you say that about last time, whether you are not confident, I actually don't believe. So, okay, so you develop the confidence in you, and it's amazing. It's really amazing. So today we will be ending our this section, episode 2. Thank you very much, Miss Mandy. And copy with Mary is to motivate, can be ladies, can be men, because everybody will face challenges. in life, and how can we actually motivate ourselves? How can we actually go towards our passion, what we want to do? So we want to empower every single person and be confident in our life. Example, going to war. Before you going to war, you already say, I will lose the war. So as long you are confident, you will win the battle. So thank you very much. It's actually Copy with Mary. Please come in to our live FB again, Market with Mary. We are doing a live show of 9 participants in a day, and Miss Mandy will be coming in too. They will be promoting their items, especially this challenging time. This challenging time, and I will be talking more on live about this. How are we going to work it out? 9 participants, 9 days, 9 minutes. So please see my Facebook live, and you will know if you want to participate Market with Mary. Please join us. Please PM me directly. And thank you very much, Miss Mandy, and good night.
Thank you,
Stay
Mary.
safe.
Thank you all that
Stay
joined in
safe.
tonight. Yeah, stay
Take
safe and then
care.
take good care of yourself.
Yes. Good night. Bye bye.
Good
Copy
night.
with
Bye.
Mary. Be your own hero. Be your own hero.